हैं को आमंत्रित करती हूँ कि वे हमारे नेक्स्ट गेस्ट को इंट्रोड्यूस करेंगी। प्लीज तुलिका मैम।
थैंक्स नूरजहां मैम एंड गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल प्रेजेंट हियर। कुदरत ने वैसे कीमती रत्न बहुत कम ही बनाए हैं। कुदरत ने कीमती रत्न वैसे बहुत कम ही बनाए हैं। खुश नसीब हैं हम जो उनमें से एक हमारे बीच आए हैं। आई एम फीलिंग वेरी प्राउड टू इनवाइट मिस्टर सतीश कुमार वर्मा, who is CA in Malaysia as Director Financial Planning and Analysis in Ria Money Transfer Company. We know that Ria Money Transfer Company is world's second largest money transfer company. वैसे सर तो बेसिकली इंडियन हैं, लेकिन उन्होंने अपनी काबिलियत, कर्तव्य निष्ठा और ईमानदारी से हमारे देश का नाम मलेशिया में रोशन किया है। तो सर से अनुरोध करूंगी कि वो आए और हमें बताएं कि कैसे इस कोविड-19 एरा में पूरा देश या पूरा वर्ल्ड इस इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस से रिबूट करेगा। प्लीज सर आइए और हमें जानकारी दीजिए।
Thank you very much. Hello all of you, very good afternoon. I'm Satish Kumar Verma. Basically I'm from India, Calcutta, but as you know that presently I'm working in Malaysia in a money transfer company. So my industry is basically associated with all the workers, all the migrant workers who really runs the economy. They are working in the factory, they are working in a plantation, they are working all the security everywhere. So basically we are connected with the people who runs the economy. So now we are living in such an era that nobody has ever thought that we'll face such a situation in our life. So I would like to emphasize two topics over here. The first one is how we should come out of this COVID-19, the general public, how they will be coming out from the pre-COVID to the post-COVID. And the secondly, how the economy should be running after the COVID era and how the people will be participating in running the economy. So let me come to my first topic, how the people should lead the life post-COVID era. As you know that this COVID-19 is going to be stay here for a while. From the news and all the information what we gathered from the last 3 months, we know so far that there is no vaccine, there is no antidotes, and still it will take at least 3 to 6 months to get a vaccine. So in a way we can say that we have to live with COVID-19 for a while. Then in last 3 months we have come across of the severe lockdown, and we came to know that to stay away from the COVID, we have to maintain the social distancing, we have to be indoor, and we have to manage a very good hygiene. But it was a lockdown period, so in a way that containing the disease, containing the virus was a bit easier because people were forced to be inside the home or in a small places and all. But we all know that the life cannot run like this. We cannot be in a lockdown forever. So we have to come to the normal life. We have to start again the life, but there will be a lot of changes. So yeah, of course, we all are aware that there will be a lot of social distancing, personal hygiene, and every time we say that, yeah, government will do this one, government should do that one, but I really would like to emphasize that what is our responsibility after COVID life, how we can contribute into the country, and how we can assist the government to keep this disease away from the country. Alone, government by framing the rules and regulation, putting all the infrastructure cannot do. We have to participate in this one. I'm living away from India, so I am having the experience of what we are doing in Malaysia, as well as I'm closely following the news channels and all. So I also well aware about what is happening in India. In Malaysia, 2 months back, the pandemic was a bit severe. Then government put a lockdown and they contained the virus, and gradually they are opening up the economy. And they are putting a lot of standard operating procedure at each and every places in the marketplaces that people should follow social distancing, people should not gather and all. This was the government side, the government has done. But what I really amazed to see in Malaysia about the discipline of the general public, they really follow all the guidelines given by the government, and that's why the country is coming to the normal position in a very quick time. In a month after the lockdown has been lifted, the country is well running at the 80% of the capacity, and still the disease is at the very lower level. We are only having 20 to 30 cases in a whole country on a day basis. So that I say it's a very good, and it's alone government cannot do. The citizens of the country need to participate. They need to follow the instruction given by the government. You can't keep away. Like, you can't say that everything government will do and I will not do, and still I need a very good result. So it's a joint effort by the citizens of the country and the government. And the same thing in India also we have to do. We have to cooperate with the government. The government is telling follow the social distancing, we have to follow. We cannot gather at all the places without any work, because that's we are inviting the virus. So we have to help the government to contain the viruses. Only blaming the government is not going to help us anyway. So that's very important. The discipline is very important. And you know, the discipline, everyone can, the government cannot implement the discipline without the cooperation of the entire citizen of India. So each and every citizen of India need to come forward and go step by step with the government and follow the guidelines given by all the health ministry and everywhere. And then only they can live the normal life. And then they can only keep away the disease at a bay. See, this COVID-19, we have to take it like any other common disease. What happens to you when you get flu or fever? There's a standard protocol. There's a guideline. Then you get the fever. You take the paracetamol at first. If it get controlled, fine. If it not get controlled, you go and consult a doctor, and doctor give the medication. So we have to take it COVID as the same way. If unfortunately someone get any symptoms of that one, no need to worry, no need to get panic. We have to follow the protocol. Yeah, we need to go to the doctor, and doctor will prescribe, because this COVID is not there for a week or a month. It's going to be there for a while. So we have to follow this. And then only we will be able to contain the virus. And then only the country will start running. Now, I'll come into my second point, that how the economy should be getting started. It's it's like a computer system. Like when you set down the laptop, when you start the laptop, it reboots. It takes the certain operating system into its console, and it gets started and it functions normally. So just like that, in the last lockdown, what we faced, that we closed down the total economy. And economy is not a switch that we put it off and put it on and it will run 100%. It's not like that. So when we shut it down with the COVID-19, everything happened to stop. So now there's a new life, there's a new guideline, there's a new standard operating procedure, and we have to start running and we have to start functioning. So now economy also need to get into that one. We cannot start the economy with the 100% capacity at the beginning. So maybe, yeah, everywhere it's being done, that every industry, every factory is started running, say 50% of the capacity, and gradually they are increasing the capacity. Again here, every citizen responsibility comes into the play. Only industry or only the manufacturer or the industrialist cannot run all this without the participation of all the citizens. Who are working with the industry? All the workers, all the employee of the company, they are none other than the Indian citizens. So they need to understand the situation and they need to adopt the new norms. Now, this pandemic has also given our country, India, a very big opportunity. We all know that how world was dependent on China so far for each and every supply. Not only India, every country of the world was quite depending on China. Every country, whether it's a US, whether it's a Europe, Australia, any other country, you name it, and they all are using the product of China. But due to last certain events in last 3-4 months, the globe is losing the confidence in China. The way the pandemic have been handled, and we all know from the news channels and all the global news, is indicating that the things have not been handled properly by China. It has kept the entire world in the dark. And that's why the whole world is losing the confidence in China. Yes, what does it mean? Losing the confidence, it means they are now thinking about shifting their supply line from China to elsewhere, their production line from China to elsewhere. So where they can go? Now they are looking to some South Asian country. They are looking to India. They are looking to Malaysia. They are looking to Vietnam. They are looking to Indonesia. So these are the countries. In the long run, the global companies will be shifting their operation from China to this country. So that's why it's a very big opportunity for India. But to grab this opportunity, India really need to produce a very conducive working environment. Because a global investor, they always look for a conducive work environment. They want that wherever they want to put their supply line, that country should provide the conducive environment for doing business, doing production, and then only they will be willing to come to that country. Why they went to China? Because China has given them lots of infrastructure, lots of facility to come over there and to put their production line over there. And so when the globe is losing confidence in China, whichever country want to grab this opportunity, they have to create the environment. And how the environment will be created? It entirely government cannot create, industrialists cannot create. Equally, all the employee, all the people of India should be contributing into that one. Everyone collectively need to create a good working environment. Good working environment means what? Everybody need to work responsibly. They need to go by their responsibility. You know that in India, we face a lot of challenges as far as the workforce is concerned. We always hear about the lockdowns, labor problems, lots of other, the government licensing, government procedures. Those are too much lengthy sometimes and too much time taking, and sometimes it kills the business. So that attitude we need to change. We need to be industry friendly environment from the government, from the worker point of view, from every aspect. We need to cooperate with the industry, and accordingly industry will also cooperate with the employee or the people associated with that one. It's a give and take. The way you will contribute to the industry will, if the industry will grow, then only the people associated with the industry can also grow at the same time. So it's that we have to create. So we means what? It's the government and citizen of India. So we should not forget that each and every citizen of India has the responsibility to cooperate with the government in order to create a conducive work environment to attract the global investor. What a global investor need? They need an attractive environment. They need a good workplace to shift their to shift their supply chain. You know, the latest geopolitical environment at the moment, the China-India conflict, I believe it's a part of destabilizing the Indian economy. You know, the whole world is losing the confidence in China. So China is also well aware that the people are shifting their supply line from their country, and they most probably the biggest contender for this is India. So China is well scared of India, that the most of the supply line from China will be shifted to India. That's why all of a sudden in the pandemic era, the China has created a conflict on the Indian borders. So the China is trying to show the world that, look, this Indian political system is not stable. Because as a global investor, would you like to put your money where the country is surrounded by the neighbor who is always disturbing and creating a warlike situation? So any global investor will never be like to put their money in those countries. So that's what China is trying to do. China is trying to destabilize the whole geopolitical system so that the global investors will lose the interest in other company and they should stick to the China. But China is forgetting that it's not India. The whole world is against them, because the whole world has lost the confidence in China. Due to this pandemic, the people are dying in millions. The people are getting affected in millions. Look at US alone, more than 2 million people are affected by the COVID. So that is a lot. In Europe, some of the smaller entire country has got affected and all. So that's why no country is willing to continue with China in the long run. So that's why they are looking to some of the countries where they can shift their supply chain. So that's why it is a very good opportunity for a country like India. But at the same time, we need to create the environment. We need to create such a very good environment that from all the aspects, we do have the skills, we do have the infrastructure, but what we need is the attitude. So the people of India should adopt a positive attitude, and whatever the government is taking the steps to create a better working opportunity, they should grab with both the hands, so that all the global investors should come to India and they should install their supply chain. So in that way, the economy will be getting on the right track, and very soon we will be able to come across with all this difficulty, whatever we are facing at the moment. So that's why in both the aspect, after COVID life and economic growth, the economic growth of the country, in both the things, without the help of the citizen of India, it cannot be possible. Government alone cannot do anything until unless the citizen of the country will not cooperate. And yes, I believe citizen of the country is willing to do. Just we have to drive the people into the right way, and we have to keep the people informing that yes, these are the things we are doing, these are the procedure we have to follow, and that will lead to a healthy India and a prosperous India. That's all. Thanks.
थैंक यू सर कि आपने बहुत ही बहुमूल्य जानकारी हमें दी कि ये केवल गवर्नमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है, चाहे वो कोरोना से लड़ना हो, चाहे हमारे इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस से लड़ना हो, ये पूरे देश की जिम्मेदारी है। थैंक यू सर कि आपने बहुत ही यूजफुल आइडिया हमें दिया। थैंक्स सर।
थैंक यू।